Hi, this is Aminata. Out here in the open. Some places are full of snow, but not here. Um, just want to share with you about a little bit what has been happening in the Netherlands. We have a curfew as of Saturday, and so there have been some riots. Um, and what struck me particularly is this small fishing village. Um, called Urk. They had some riots there. They had riots in Amsterdam, which people are usually not surprised about. But this fishing village and why. And so I started reading up on it, did some research, because something that bothered me is that when one of the reporters approached one of the people in Urk, they said, this is such a religious community because it's known for being a religious community. How is this possible here, especially for a religious community? And I was like, what does religion have to do with it? Almost like they were supposed to feel guilty. And so it's interesting that they focus on that part of their story. Yes, a religious community, but if you dig a little bit deeper, this is also a community that for years has been marginalized by the government. It was a fishing village. They lost access to the sea. They were seen as an obstacle. And so there's a lot of resentment that has been built throughout the years against the government. So they're kind of isolated. So for some reason, that was not part of the consideration. So we all have a story. And so it's really easy to focus on, these young people and how horrible and they're religious. How about that part of the story? How about incorporating that part? You never know what the full story is, and what role it plays. So, think about yourself. What part of the story are you carrying with you that causes you to act a certain way? But also to think about the responsibility. Yes, these young people did something, but what is the responsibility of the government in this case? They burned down a testing site, but the testing site was right in the middle of this parking lot where they would gather in this town where there's hardly anything for them to do. So even though it was a testing site, it was still like this government symbol that, imposed right on the little bit of space that we have left. That's another way of looking at the story. And hopefully, one of the things we've been struck with is the level of failure of government wanting to take accountability for what they do, whether that be in the US, where people incite people to riot, or whether it be in the Netherlands, where the government's like, oh, that's too bad, but not really fully is willing to take on responsibility. Well, there's a story like that here too. So, just thinking about that as we're seeing people struggle, as we're seeing people act out, be considerate of their story, and let's think about, what is our accountability in each other's story. Have a great day.